Welcome to our series on Ignatian wisdom. Today I'd like to focus on one particular Jesuit who is not well known, Friedrich Spee, who lived from 1591 to 1635. He lived during a time period where there was a great deal of hysteria in Europe among Protestants, but also among Catholics, about witchcraft. It's kind of similar to what we experienced in this particular continent, in this country, in Massachusetts in the 1600s. A sense of hysteria about witchcraft. And women would be accused of being witches and would be undergone some sort of torture. And they would try to find who was involved in these sort of rituals that were kind of against our faith. Friedrich Spee had nothing to do with that. In fact, he worked against it. And he was very important in establishing certain criteria by which he could prove or show that these witchcraft trials, and by the civil governments, or by any ecclesiastical government, would be Protestant or Catholic, were not genuine. But he established certain criteria that are important at the time. For example, he established the fact that the accused should be provided a lawyer and a legal defense, and that the enormity of the crime made this very significant, very important. He also mentioned that established that most prisoners would confess to anything under torture in order to stop the pain. He established the fact that torture does not produce truth, since those who wish to stop their own suffering can stop it with lies. And so the witnessing of the person accused of witchcraft was not really valid because of pressure placed upon him or her. Condemning the accused for not confessing under torture was absurd, and also showed that the barbarous cruelty and assault on women brought on by the practice of torturing them, their particular body, was not really helpful at all. That the accusations of alleged accomplices stemming from the torture were of little value. He is very important in his time to really establish that these hysteria was not correct, was unjust, to protect those who were wrongly accused, and had no one to defend them. And so he is very significant in stepping forward, putting his own reputation on the line, going against the grain, and saying these practices of accusing people of witchcraft and using torture to extract confessions from them was invalid and unchristian. And he's very important to stopping that particular practice, protecting women in Europe during the 1600s. And to me, he is very significant and really is a hero of one who can step up, give us a lesson of stepping up, even in positions that are unpopular, when one knows that those positions themselves are true, that they are made in justice and an expression of one's faith. So that's a lesson I'd like to share with you today from this Jesuit from the 1600s, Friedrich Spee, who was very important at the time to establishing objective criteria for legal practices, especially in the area of accusing people of witchcraft, and particularly of protecting women. So thank you very much for listening to our lesson from Ignatian wisdom this day. Thank you.
Thank you.